Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Wakfu episode 21. So yeah, last time we saw a very trippy dream. It was kind of a trap set for the Tree of Life, this small doll. And yes, I have read your comments that it is kind of a representation of the Sarida people. And of course, the Tree of Life is the Tree of Life of the Sarida people, as far as I understand. Every single spot of light was life of the Sarida. But anyway, I think that's another thing completely. Anyway, as I was saying, last time we saw this trippy dream, and of course, I assume is the reflection of what the person is feeling in that moment. If what is the ideal portion or the ideal word? Sorry, for this person, in this case, Evangeline. And yes, I love the fact that the perfect word for Evangeline includes, of course, Pompon, or Pompon, yes, in a romantic way, and that of course includes also the other people in her life, her friends, of course, Amelia, Ruel, which was I mostly surprised when I saw him there, and of course Hugo, the king of Adida, Sadida again. Sorry, and yes, I know it's a pun in the same brand, but anyway, yeah, I love this fact, but I love that even if it's the perfect world, she prefers to be in the real world. Once he saw that, as again, I don't know, her sister, her past self, that little girl, and I love the fact again that the snapping of the bow is that what really well snap her into reality. But yeah, I think I spoke enough about that in the last episode. So yeah, let's just cut this and watch the new one, shall we? Yeah, I love the small bond that these two have. Yes, I know they are brothers, but before, I don't know, like the island of the Dofus? Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt that, but yeah. Big God! Visualize. Okay, I really enjoy this guy's interactions.
Le Wakfu est partout autour de nous, dans chaque chose. Parfois puissant, parfois faible. Et d'après Grugal, c'est la base de toute magie. Et plus particulièrement de celle des dragons et des héliatropes. Concentre-toi uniquement sur tes sons intérieurs.
I think you can concentrate much with you talking.
Maintenant, inclus les sons proches.
Oh, he's really visualizing everything!
Lointain. Tout en continuant d'écouter, concentre-toi aussi sur le goût qu'il y a dans ta bouche.
Holy!
Et l'odorat. Quelles sont les senteurs qui te parviennent? Le toucher. Sens les vêtements qui te protègent. Le vent qui te frôle. La chaleur du soleil. Et maintenant...
Okay, this is cool.
Imagine que tu l'as perdu et que tu veux absolument le retrouver. Et enfin, regarde!
Oh, the same vision! Oh!
C'est parti! Mais non, c'est venu. Tout est question de point de vue. Je t'avais dit que j'y arriverais.
Ow. Okay. Again, I'm impressed. He looked like a dumbass, but he's more dangerous than I thought, apparently.
Tu as bien tout compris. T'es sûr de vouloir continuer quand même? Oui, oui, t'inquiète. Si tu veux, on fait même la course. Le premier arrivé de l'autre côté. Vantard. Bon, allez, ferme les yeux. Le sort s'annulera automatiquement en fin de journée.
What? Oh! So this is part of the training, so he can visualize the, well, Wakfu. That is incredibly amazing. Oh! Oh, he missed! Oh! Ow!
Déesse, faites qu'ils s'en sortent en un seul coup. C'est bon, ça va, je maîtrise. Il faudrait penser à l'hydratation.
Oh! Okay, come on, tell me that he's not in real danger.
Et voilà.
Yes, they're not worse, so he's not in real danger. Ouch.
Faut encore que je travaille mes atterrissages. Bon alors, voyons un peu si j'arrive à trouver ces fameux sudcac.
Oh. That is a lot of Wakfu there. Oh. Oh, of course!
Tu vois, c'est pas si compliqué finalement.
He's...
Wow,
Oh!
quoi ça? Un cadeau surprise?
Yeah, that is not exactly what you can eat. Oh! Ouch! Everything black, yes!
C'est bon, ça va, je maîtrise. Nid de Sanarip, ces petites vicieuses se reproduisent dans les sudcac. Faut être très prudent.
They look like flies. My assumption is just they are annoying as flies, but anyway. Oh! Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that is hard! Oh, the heat, man! Even the colors, yes! Ow.
C'est bon, ça va, je maîtrise.
No, it's not under control. Oh boy! Holy! What was that? Oh! Oh! He's sucking them? What? Are you serious?
En vrai, tu l'as aspiré. Recrache-le tout de suite, sale bête.
He ate us? Okay, this is not something I expected. Holy! Okay, that's a lot of power from both of them. Oh, it's too hard to fight. Okay. Oh, okay. This is getting in. Oh, oh yeah. Thank you. Poor us. Poor us.
Ça va, t'es pas blessé.
Okay, he's fine.
Faut que tu préviennes Hugo. On est en danger, vite.
He's completely knackered. Okay.
De la magique Zélor. Nox. Il nous a envoyé son chien.
Yes, he did.
Je vais te renvoyer à la niche, moi.
Oh, of course, a classic movement. I love it. Again, the fighting scenes are pretty neat choreographed. And yes, this beast is strong enough to defeat, well, not to defeat, at least to hold against a dragon. A very young dragon, but a dragon nonetheless. And the fight is still going, yes. Okay, that is a pretty intense battle. And this thing is very, very fast.
Décuplé par la magique Zélor. On va voir comment tu te débrouilles sans ton collier.
He's going to destroy the collar! Of course not. That thing is protected by the magic of Nox. What? Oh, he's frozen in time! Oh, crap! I don't think he has the power to, well, break that. What? He ate? Holy! He's still pretty fast, even. Well. Okay. He changed himself.
Je crois pas.
I don't know.
Non, non, parce que sa magie Xelor a affecté la mienne. Je crois que je suis coincée en
What?
dessous.
Oh boy, thanks to those portals.
Allez, on file. Je
Oh, he's going fast. What? Okay, what? Okay, that is something neat happening there.
Comment t'as fait ça? Ben, je sais pas, j'ai voulu accélérer et c'est parti tout
He's
seul.
getting faster.
Tu crois que
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, this is a race against time, and it's ironic because it's one of the Nox pets. Oh, this is going faster than I expected, yes. Holy. Okay, this is exciting.
je fais ce que je peux.
But he's tired. Because of the amount of portals he made and the new way of moving, is my guess. Okay, this is tense. He's tired and the animal is going very, very fast. Oh! Yes, I get the. Oh! That at least hurt. But that beast is relentless.
Plus vite, Hugo.
Oh!
Ad, montre-moi le chemin. Je te suis.
Okay, they are safe! But he is not! Yes, I knew it! Need to do something! Come on! The tiger's going to jump. Oh! Come on! I know! But it's still tense! What? Again? Oh, with amazing speed! Okay, what happened? The mascot, Nug's mascot. Did he die? Well, it's certainly a high fall. The training began without even realizing, and it was much
Allez, viens.
more
On a
productive
trouvé.
because it was force upon him. But yeah, I think the creature died. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. Yeah, that was a tense episode, especially in the end. Yeah, I kind of know that this series, obviously, Hugo is going to be fine in the end and they're going to reach the goal. But still, that doesn't change the fact that it's very, very intense and very dramatic in the end. Uh, Especially, I did not expect it to die. I really thought they were going to release that poor creature from Nox, captivity. Sorry, but yeah, it changed a little bit. So yeah, I really enjoy it, especially the dramatic moment in the end. But anyway, I'm gonna watch this again, and well, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the episode of Wakfu, and yes, I love again the change of pace. First, of course, we saw the last two episodes we saw one group taking action, and now we see the other one. I love this change because it gives more I don't know, diversity in the episodes. But let's go in order and little by little. First of all, of course, we saw how they are still traveling by a bug. That's the only thing I can describe Anama in that moment, like a giant bug. And yes, they arrive in a big island, a huge island from what I can saw. And this island, is where all the dofus appear once they are, well, I don't know how to say it, created, because yes, they are not just laid. They are created after the death of a dragon. So yes, they arrive to this island and it's pretty dry, and you can see from the distance it's almost completely dry. And some people might argue, okay, how is it possible? Why is it so dry if it's so close by the coast? But it's actually pretty possible. If you have a very high mountain, something similar that blocks the air, that blocks this sea air, it is possible for your land to be completely dry because you are not you are just at the mercy of the sun. So yeah, I understand perfectly why this place is so hot and so completely almost out of life. And perhaps again, it's magic. The world can be explained again thanks to magic, but there is a little bit of science in there. Uh, yeah, the effect is called the shadow of the mountain or something like that, something similar to that. So if you want to look it up, just Google that. Anyway, yeah, going back to the episode. Of course, they arrive and they arrive fine. They are still in the shadow. Yeah, about Nox's mascot. They don't know they are being followed by this beast, and they are pretty relaxed. They even rest for a while because, well, yes, it's tiresome, especially for Adamite, because he's been carrying Hugo all the way because Hugo doesn't have a mean of transportation so far. Perhaps in the future he can create portals so far away that he can move from an island to another or something like that. But at least during these few moments, he is still not able to do said thing. Now, understanding this is a little bit of moment of doubt in Adamite's mind, and I understand why. The last time they tried to train, because they were goofing on, they didn't take it very seriously. Hugo almost died, and yes, of course, thanks to the recklessness of Adamite that wasn't looking after him in that moment, he almost died. That is my guess as to why he's a lot more shy in this moment, that he doesn't want to train because he believes that he is not ready to train Hugo, because he's just a dragon, not older than Hugo, like 10, 12 years old. So that is the reason behind this doubtness. But of course, we need to progress the story. We need to make Hugo stronger, and Hugo understand this because it doesn't matter. We need to train because we need to defeat Nox. That is what is important. And yes, that is what revitalized Adamai into the train. And I love the fact how they train. They train by blocking the vision of Hugo. First of all, of course, they try kind of a meditation portion. He tried to see the Wakfu around him. First, his own Wakfu, because you need to see or only hear what is inside your head. Now, you need to hear and see everything around you, but in a close proximity. And then you have to really see everything around you, everything that is more well, farther than what you actually can see, perhaps. So that is the way in which he starts to see Wakfu, the way Gorgal saw Wakfu in the past, the dragon vision, as I call him in that moment. And yes, to force this training, Adamai blocked his eyes, or at least he prevent him to open his eyes, and he only rely on the Wakfu vision, which is pretty neat when you think about it, that even when an enemy blocks your sight, you can be able to fight, you can be able to see in some extent what is around you, thanks to the Wakfu, because yes, everything in this world has Wakfu. Even is a little amount of magic or a lot of magic, everything has wax. Yes, that is how they train. But even Adama is dubious about this. Hopefully, he's going to reach the place in one piece. But yeah, they start the training, and Hugo goes in the front. I think Adama is just watching over him, not really interfering with anything. But of course, again, they don't see this creature. I don't remember the name of the creature. This kind of leopard that is following them. He's trying to um, is trying to really catch them because Nox needs the Wakfu, and even if it's just a small dragon, he has a lot of Wakfu. So yes, I love the fact that this is a race against time without even knowing. And of course, when they enter these kind of caverns, not caverns, it's the crates in the ground, huge crates, of course. They start to be followed closely because now this creature is really in the island and is really catching up to them. Of course, again, Hugo is oblivious to everything. Hugo is just in his own world because he's really, really trying to control the Wakfu, to see the world in a Wakfu vision, and this is going to help him to understand better his world. And since the Heliotropes are really creatures that, well, I don't know how to call it. They are creatures that my guess is they can control Wakfu better than anybody else. Perhaps not as good as dragons, but really on pair with them. Perhaps not better than dragons, but yes, they are in the same level as them. So yes, this gives them the ability, the better understanding of the Wahoo, the more powerful they become. At least that is how I interpret all this information. So if you understand how the Wakfu worlds around the world and start to see the world as the world of Wakfu, perhaps he will gain more abilities. And I guess we're seeing that in a moment later, of course. This leopard kind of attack Adamai and As. This is a very intense fight. And as I said before, I love the different camera angles they manage in the animation. Every single fight has different kind of camera angles and camera movements. This one is, of course, surrounding them, going around them in the fight, and it's pretty exciting. In the fight against Nox, Gargle fight against Nox, it's more in the distance because we need to see the spectacular attacks, and the few takes and close-ups show really the power. So yeah, that is what I love about this animation, that really change the fights little by little, just with the small details and with the music, with everything around them. So yeah, these guys really know what they are doing. Anyway, yes, they fight, and unfortunately, the leopard eat Ass, or at least swallow Ass. I think it's a better word because he didn't chew him or anything else. Alamai rescue him, and they run away. No, they are still fighting. Sorry, they are still fighting, and he just sent Ass to look for Jugo. Meanwhile, Jugo, of course, is still fascinated after a fall, a pretty long fall, not high because he was falling, my guess, little by little. He found the carcass of several dragons, the bones of dragons. And I love the huge size of these creatures because, yes, they are immense and they represent, in every culture, as I said before, a lot of power. And I love they are represented that even the freaking skeleton of a dragon is imposing. He's just fascinated by everything. And of course, the way he tried to eat, he is just seeing the world as whack food. And the fruit or the living beings, because yes, a plant is a living being, of course, they kind of have more whack food and are more brilliant and more shinier. Unfortunately, even when it's a recently dead or putrefied fruit or plant or whatever that is, it still shines a lot more than, let's say, a rock. Unfortunately, these kind of little flies, I don't remember the name they gave him in the show, attack Yugo. Of course, it's a little bit of fun banter because, yeah, these creatures are really don't represent a threat to Yugo. They represent a threat for a restaurant because if you find them, my guess is nobody's want to eat there. But not more than that. As finds Jugo, still fascinated, and informs him that, well, Adamai is in danger. And yes, he was really in danger, because when he tried to pull away the collar of the leopard, time freeze, or at least for Adamai. And Adamai is not as strong as Gargle because he cannot break the spells. The only thing that breaks the spells is the suction power of this creature, of the leopard. And yeah, he ate or swallowed Adamai. Hugo finds him in this state that he's inside this beast, and it's kind of a creepy image because yes, I have been navigating the internet for a long time, and yes, I have found that kind of nasty stuff. Let's say the kind of, how did he call it, bore stuff, the bore the bore image. And yes, that just reminds me for a second, the moment I saw it, that reminded me for a second about that bore art. I'm not a really big fan of said pictures, so yeah, it was kind of creepy in that moment. Even the second time I imagined that, but yeah, he found it going really off topic here. Yeah, don't pay attention to this small part. So yeah, he found them there inside the belly of this monster, and the way I love the way he Yugo is still trying to fight him, because yes, Yugo doesn't have that strength, at least to throw punches like Pompon. Um, but of course, he has portals, and the way he's trying to defeat him is creating a portal and throwing him to the wall, which is kind of effective. And luckily, Adamai can transforms in anything. Like he transforms in one of these tofu creatures. Unfortunately, thanks to the magic of the color, is my guess, he cannot go back to his original form, to his dragon form. So he's stuck like a tofu, little tofu. And they, of course, they try to run away from the creature while he is knocked down for a little while by hitting the wall. They find this huge gap of, well, unprotected portion of land. And by unprotected is that the rays of the sun are really, really going down on this place. Um, they escape, of course, thanks to the portal, Yugo's portal, and just in time, because yes, this creature was ready to attack them now. And when the creature tried to attack them again on the other side, he can't, because yes, the ray of the suns are way, way too intense in this portion. He cannot move and cannot, luckily he cannot create portals and therefore cannot move forward. They run away because they want to give as much distance from this creature as possible. They are desperate and they try to hurry Hugo, because yes, they need to be faster, faster, faster. And in that moment, Hugo discover, or discover a new ability for him: the fact that he can create portals so fast that he can outrun everything. And yes, I love the way the function of the portal works, because yes, Yugo needs to create them by consciously throwing the portals far away, doing one hand and the other hand. That is what he is trying to do. But to move faster, he needs to, of course, create portals faster and faster and faster. And I love the way that, yes, in a certain frame, Yugo stopped doing this and drawing the portals consciously, let's say, and start to really run. And the moment he moves his arms, and this is my guess by the vision I have, or at least the moment I watch the episode, that he's throwing portals much faster, because now he's just doing the motion of running with his open palm, and the palms are throwing the portals so fast that he can move a lot faster in a small amount of time. And yes, I love that. I love the attention of detail there, because yes, when he is consciously creating portals, he moves a lot slower because he depends on the movement of his hands, and the movement is pretty slow because he's dragging his hand from behind and throwing in front, dragging his hand from behind and throwing in front. But the moment when you're running is a lot faster because you are not dragging yourself so back. And yes, he's throwing the portals a lot faster, which of course make him faster. Yes, I love that attention of detail, that when he really starts to run is when the portals create so fast that he just outruns everybody. Yes, they reach a point in which the shadows are, of course, more scattered. And yes, the sun is about to fall down. Yugo, of course, can create portals and jump from shadow to shadow. But this is an activity that tires Yugo, as we saw in previous episodes. He cannot create it and he needs to rest. Unfortunately, the sun is going down. The sun is about to be set on the horizon, and of course the creature now can run really, really fast to catch up to them. they try to run away because yes, they know that the creature is behind them, and they try to really run them until they reach this huge gap, this huge cliff. And of course both Adamai and Ash can cross it quite easily because they can fly. Luckily Adamai was stuck in a form that can fly, and Hugo can't, but he tried to reach it and jump and throw a portal. He reached the portal, but the creature wasn't able because, yes, he was just behind Hugo. The creature cannot enter the portal and fall down to, my guess is, it's dead. I don't think we're going to see that creature again because it's a very big fall. Of course, this show doesn't show. I was looking for the word, but I think it's the more correct one. Because it's aimed towards kids. Because yeah, at gruesome that will not fit very well for the kids. So yeah, but my guess is that they heavily imply that the creature is dead. And they, of course, continue their adventures. Unfortunately, that's the end of the episode. As I said during the reaction, it's very exciting. Even if you know that the heroes are going to be fine, you still fear for them because the ambience and everything around it makes you believe that they are not going to be able to reach the goal. Even if you know, even if you really say, okay, yes, they are going to be able to defeat this enemy. They cannot be defeated by this enemy. Still, the show does a very good job at making you believe that is not the case. They raise the tension and they really try to show you that this is very dangerous for them, and that is good storytelling, good tension building, and I like that aspect of the show. Of course, some other thing I want to speak about: the speed of this creature. This creature, for him to be able to run on water, really needs a lot of speed. And yes, I did a little bit of research. For you to be able to run in water, thanks to the speed, not thanks to anything else, just by the sheer speed, you need to be traveling at 30 meters per second, which is the roughly equivalent of 68 miles per hour. And that creature, I think, is going a lot faster than that. My guess is, I don't know, perhaps 200 miles. Because, yes, that creature is very fast. And the fact that he can endure the distance between islands, it really speaks volumes of the endurance and the speed of this creature. Because yes, one thing is going 68 miles per hour in a short moment, like in 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Another thing is going hours and hours and hours at this speed. So yes, that is impressive. Once I check that fact out, it really impressed me because yes, the distance he has to cross and the speed he needs to be doing, it's really impressive. And as I said before, I don't think he's barely made in 68 miles per hour. I think he's doing a lot, and I mean a lot more. So yeah, call me impressed. And now after this, I understand why he's able to keep up with that small dragon. Because yes, a dragon is a creature to be reckoned with. But when you have another monster that can do that, it's really impressive. And as I said before, I love the choreographed fights they have here because they don't feel fake. They feel real and they feel exciting. And I love the aspect of the different aspects we saw in this episode, thanks to the climatic conditions. We saw a different way of approaching an episode because, yes, when you have an oncoming threat, you need to be fast. But when you are blocked, because the majority of the surface is at the mercy of the sun, and you cannot cross that moment because you will be, burned, literally burned to the death. That changed the moment, or that changed the episode tone. So yes, I really like the approach the writers have with this episode, and I love the way they portrayed the heat, even by the colors they went. When they were in the shadow, yeah, you feel the refreshed colors, a little bit softer. Yes, it's still orange, but not as how to say it, you don't feel a hot presence in these colors, but once you are in the surface when there is no shadows, you really can feel the heat. You can see the heat and you can feel it. You can feel that it's really hot, and if you go there in that moment, you're going to burn yourself. So yes, I love the direction of this episode. I love the color direction of this episode. I love the way the colors blend into this. um, so yeah, this is a very exciting episode and a very interesting took on this episode, because yes, you cannot say that with only 4 characters in the whole episode is going to be boring. And yes, we get used to a lot, and I mean a lot of characters in the last episode, in the last 2 episodes actually, because of course we have the prince, all the guards, Amelia, Evangeline, Ruel, the small mole, I don't remember the name. We have, of course, the king, the queen in a certain moment, even the dolls, the tree of life. So we have a lot of characters, and that makes it interesting because you feel this kind of diversity in there. But now with just 4 characters, the leopard, Ans, Adamai, and Hugo, that's the only thing they needed to create a very good episode, and I really enjoy that aspect of said episode. Um, so yeah, I'm really eager to see the next one and to see how these things turns out, because my guess is if they follow the last 2 episodes, they follow the same way as the last 2 episodes, we're going to see another Hugo episode. So yeah, I really want to ask you something, guys, before I finish and give my thanks. There are a lot of scenes, of course, that happens, mostly funny scenes in the credits, but of course there is a little bit of spoilers of the next episode. My question is if you are okay for me watching and recording at the same time I watch the episode, for me to watch and record the scenes of the credits meanwhile I watch the same episode. Because, yes, I always forgot to record my own. How to say it? My own reactions to these small scenes, small funny scenes that I see in the in the credits. Sorry. So yeah, if you're okay with this, just let me know. If you are not okay with this and you prefer to be completely blind to the next episode, just let me know. And of course, I'm gonna be as that, and well, now try really to record the extra scenes from the credits. So yeah, I leave that question to you guys. Answer in the comments below. And of course, once again, I'm really thankful for your comments, for your views, for your likes, and for your subscriptions. If you want to be a subscriber, click on the button for subscriptions and on the bell to get notifications. And of course, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Just the only thing I have to say is thank you for your attention and see you in the next one. Bye.